Welcome to Arts Talk. I'm Bill Roberts.
I'm Jennifer Boudreau.
We are back again, Jen.
And it was such a romantic month, too.
Valentine's Day. What did you do?
Oh, well, we got engaged one Valentine's Day, so...
I remember that, actually.
It's a little bit hard to compare to that one, but I must say there was some roses and some romance. What about you?
Roses and romance. Well, Valentine's Day is that romantic day, right? Romantic holiday. So it's the box of chocolates and...
oh, very, very creative of you.
Yeah, very creative is right. Yeah, everybody buys chocolates, right? But yeah, it is that time of year for sure. So we've gone past it, and I'm sure a lot of men and women were trying to figure out what to do on that day at last minute, as they do it as it gets close to Christmas, right? So
what's coming up on our show today?
We have Alexis Marie Shute, who I kind of call a triple threat because she does documentaries, writer, and she's also a visual artist. We also have a couple of segments coming up. We have our Jasper segment, our first Culture on the Road segment, and also we're going to talk about tattoos. My tattoo.
Are you going to reveal your tattoo?
No, it's a surprise. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back. We are with Alexis Marie Shute, and she does everything. She's an artist, a documentary filmmaker, a writer. She literally does everything.
Yeah.
So you probably have how many hours in a day? 36, I imagine, way more than the rest of us.
Oh yeah, I just don't sleep.
Perfect.
I know, right? And a mom, and that's like my first
And a
priority.
mom.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So Expecting Sunshine.
Yes.
Let's talk about your book a little bit and then move into those fabulous pieces of art behind us.
Which I don't want to touch because I'm afraid I'll knock it over.
You probably would.
So I'm just going to kind of sit like this through the whole interview.
Lean away. Yeah, so my book Expecting Sunshine is coming out in April of this year, 2017, and
right away.
I'm so excited. I've been working on this book for maybe about 5 years now.
Wow.
And it kind of grew out of a challenging family situation. My second child passed away at birth from a random condition where he had a tumor on his heart. And as an artist and a writer and like a creative person, you'd think that my first response would be to get back into painting or get back into writing, but I actually found that creativity, art itself was dangerous. It felt like I didn't know what was going to come out when I got back into that.
Interesting.
And so it wasn't until I got pregnant again with my next child that I was like, oh my gosh, I got to rediscover who I am, because I felt like I lost so much of my identity as a woman, as an artist. And so that's what this book is all about. It's expecting sunshine, expecting a new life when I couldn't picture sunshine. I couldn't imagine having a baby that lived after the experience of losing my son, Zachary. So I really hope that this book will bring so many people encouragement and maybe even permission to like feel the difficult feelings and express that.
That's a really vulnerable topic, I think, for anyone that's experienced something like that. So this is probably a huge gift for them.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm excited. I feel like women and families are hungry for real authenticity and stories that make a difference.
Yeah.
And I think that this can be it. It can meet some people where they're at.
So where will people be able to find it in April?
You can buy it wherever books are sold, and it's already out for pre-orders right now. So yeah, it'll officially come out April 18th.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask a question now though, because I've been sitting beside this. So Alexis, tell us what you got.
Yeah, so this is one of my wood sculptures. This one is a work in progress. Typically they get to be about 5 feet tall. This one's maybe like 3 feet. And I've been a painter and a photographer since I remember. But it was in my experience of like using art as a creative healing tool and outlet that I started to work with wood. And it just basically started with like me stacking little blocks together, and they just grew and grew and grew. And so wood for me is a symbolic material. I find that there's beauty in the analogy of a forest fire and then the growth that comes up from that after. Like the resiliency of the new life to push its way through like devastation. and a forest to regrow. I think
Right.
that's a beautiful analogy. And so for me, that's where wood really resonated for me. And then I do include Jenga blocks.
I see that.
I think part of that harkens to the fact that I'm a mom and I'm like a big
Constantly
kid.
stepping
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, okay. Constantly stepping on them. Yeah,
Yeah.
my kids they love to make a mess. But I think that I can embrace that, being a wild, messy person myself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you order Jenga blocks in bulk?
Oh my gosh, I raided every Walmart, like toy store you could imagine, and they're all like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Do you have any Jenga in the back? Like, do you have any more?" They're like, "What is
Yeah,
this
please,
crazy?"
more Jenga.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure that their numbers, like on their sales records, or people are like, "What is happening?" Like Jenga resurgence, but.
So you're putting something like this together. Now it is actually glued, correct?
Yeah, it's glued.
So I'm not actually going to shatter it into like however many pieces are in there.
No. But I have transported these to exhibitions.
And they've come apart?
And they've come apart, and then
Oh.
I have like images, and I'm like, okay, this piece went here, so I'm re-gluing it back together. But that's the whole idea. Like, this is a
Yeah.
series I call The Quiet Rebuild, and it all reflects back on building up again. It's Jenga, it falls over and you build up again, and that's kind of like life,
love
right?
that.
Now, as we mentioned before we run out of time, you're also working on a documentary, which I think is in the editing process right now.
Absolutely, yes. So it is a documentary that's sort of connected to the book.
Right.
And in it, we've interviewed like 25 other bereaved parents and other experts. And it's going to be just like a really creative, cool project. It also includes some of my artwork and sort of goes through the process of how I found healing, which was kind of a haphazard
Right.
accident, but I hope
Awesome.
that it'll be an inspiring visual that people can look at.
So Jen talked a little bit about where to get the book. So how do they get in touch with you, Alexis, if they want to talk to you or if they want to get onto the website? Like, give us some information on
Oh,
how to get
I'm
hold of you.
all over social networks. So for my website, I have alexismariechute.com. Last name is spelled C-H-U-T-E. I have alexismarieart.com, alexismariewrites.com. Twitter _Alexis_Marie. What else? Instagram is alexismariechute.com.
You're just all over.
Yeah, I love
All
being
right.
social. So,
All right. Well, Alexis, thank you so much.
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've got some amazing work. Make sure, again, viewers, check out Alexis and check out our website. She's got a great book coming out, and you want to probably get a hold of it for sure. We'll be right back after this. Exciting. We have our first Culture on the Road segment. We went out to Jasper. We got to go to the Jasper Art Gallery, which was really cool. And we got to go to Jasper in January, which was a big event that they had on the last weekend of January. So let's go out and have a look. Here we are, first Culture on the Road segment. We've come all the way to Jasper, Alberta. Jasper in January happening this weekend, so we wanted the opportunity to talk to some of the artists, and also we wanted the opportunity to go to the Jasper Art Gallery as well. So we're going to go and talk with a gentleman by the name of Greg there, and then we're going to head out to the Jasper in January festivities. Let's go check it out. Here at the Jasper Art Gallery, which is run by the Jasper's Artists Guild, with Greg. How are you, Greg?
Very well, thanks. How are you, Bill?
Good. Thanks so much for having us come out to Jasper and see your beautiful gallery.
It's a pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about your background. You're a visual artist, and how long have you been painting for?
I haven't been painting for all that long, maybe 12 to 15 years, but prior to that I was a very dedicated draftsman. I sketched for probably close to 20 years before I took up a brush.
Mm-hmm. So have you been painting, as you said, for about 15 years? You've been in Jasper that whole time?
Yes, I've been here for the duration. In fact, I'm a local resident. I was born in Jasper and seen a lot of changes.
I'm sure. So one of the reasons we wanted to come out here was because of the fact that the arts community here seems to really be growing and becoming more vibrant. So is that what you're seeing happening as well?
Yes, it does. I would say it's burgeoning. And having grown up in Jasper, I certainly remember a time when there just really wasn't a lot going on in the visual fine arts, and that has changed dramatically, especially in the last say 15 years or so, and I think primarily due to the fact that the Jasper Artists Guild came into fruition about then.
Excellent. Well, tell us a little bit about the Artists Guild.
Sure. We established in 2001. Our mandate is to raise awareness of the visual fine arts here in the community, and we started as a small but determined group of maybe 6 or 7 artists who formed a society and ran our operation out of the Heritage Fire Hall here in Jasper for about 10 years.
Awesome. Well, Greg, thank you again so much for having us here. We're going to head out to the town of Jasper here and spend some time going around seeing what else we can find and who else we can talk to. Really appreciate it.
Very welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. We have found somebody else we can talk to here at Jasper in January. This is Kagan, who's not from Jasper, he's apparently from Revelstoke, and Kagan is doing an ice carving. So have you been doing this for a long time, Kagan?
I have. I've been doing it for about 6 years now.
Wow. So do you have, when you're carving ice like this, do you come in with an idea in your head what you want to do? Do you kind of just start working with the ice? And
Yeah, I get most of my inspiration from living in the mountains, so I do a lot of mountain animals, wolves, bears, eagles, pretty much everything you can find in the mountains. Big everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long, like with this piece of ice, how long will this take you to get to where you want it to be?
This is going to be a bear in the next couple hours, so it comes together pretty quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I might just have to come back and check on you later to see how it's going.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely come back and check the progress. It's going to come together pretty quickly.
For sure. Thanks so much, Kagan. Look who I found in Jasper in January. Frozen, Anna and Elsa. And of course Olaf. You can't forget Olaf over here as well. How are you ladies?
We're really good. Cold never bothered us, so.
Of course it would. Yeah, it bothers me a bit. It doesn't like you. So how's it been coming all the way to Jasper from Jasper in January?
It's so much fun. I love being here. We were here last year as well. We always love coming here.
That's awesome.
We get lots of hugs. So that's fun too.
Lots of hugs.
Lots of hugs.
Olaf gets lots of hugs.
He does. He loves them.
Yes, he does. All right, thanks, ladies. We're going to see what else we can find.
Awesome. Have fun.
Now, we're here with Warren, and you're making what, Warren? Tell us what you're making here.
Beaver tails. Well, castor tails we call them. We're not sure about the trademark on that. Deep fried dough, either sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar or garlic butter parmesan this year. We have two choices.
Parmesan.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, we found some people didn't want all the sugar, so we're giving them a savory option.
And it looks like it's selling because I'm seeing people lining up here since I've been here.
Yes, no, it's been very popular this year, well, every year. We've been doing it for about 10 years now, and it's a fundraiser for the Jasper Yellowhead Historical Society.
Awesome. So obviously you're from Jasper.
Yeah, from Jasper.
All your life?
No, 37 years in Toronto before that.
Excellent.
Yeah, got to start somewhere.
Well, you do, for sure. She agrees as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Warren. We're going to head off and see what else we can find here at Jasper in January.
Okay, well, thank you.
Well, that's it. Our first Culture on the Road segment done here in Jasper. We had an absolute blast. It was great to meet Greg at the Jasper Art Gallery. If you're ever out in Jasper, you need to get out there and check it out. Lots of local artists on display there. The community here, arts-wise, is so vibrant, it's amazing. Jasper in January was awesome. First time that we've ever been out to that. So many people came out, music, mascots. We got to meet Anna and Elsa from Frozen. You don't get to meet them every day in Jasper. So we had a blast here. Maybe we'll have to come out and do another Culture on the Road segment here because there's just so much to see and do. So I think we'll definitely come back to Jasper. Let's head back to the studio. It's always exciting when we get to this section because we get to talk about all the fun things that are happening in Edmonton and surrounding area.
Gives me an excuse to get out of my house.
It sure does. So, Electra, coming up at the Northern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium, and it takes place on March 14th, 7:30 p.m. It's based on an ancient Greek myth. Electra explores the psychological turmoil of a protagonist as she seeks revenge on her father's killer. You gonna go see that?
Nice. It sounds like it might be a little scary, but
Wow.
I think that I like the thrill.
Another good thing that happens here in Edmonton, Edmonton Story Slam, Wednesday, March 15th, 7 to 9:30 at the Mercury Room, and competitive storytelling with no censorship, so everything goes. Up to 10 people have 5 minutes to tell a story. 5 random judges are in the audience, and a winner takes home a donation and, of course, the total glory of being the best storyteller.
That could be pretty crazy.
It could be.
Uncensored, you can get some wild stuff happening.
Yeah.
If you're looking for other ways to heat up your evenings, I've got the event for you. Soliciting Temptation Scandalous from March 9th to March 29th. And nothing is off limits in this battle of morality, economics, and desire. So that's at the Varscona Theatre. Make sure you get out to see that.
Wow.
It sounds steamy.
It does.
And then we also have the Skirts of Fire Festival. It's Edmonton's only multidisciplinary arts festival that celebrates and elevates the work of women. So that's March 9th to 12th. And it is it's founded by a volunteer board of artists and arts enthusiasts. And it sounds like it's a really, really fun event. So make sure you get out and support women and their arts at the Skirts of Fire Festival.
Awesome. We'll have to get out to some of these events.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this. So, tattoo. We're going to go to a segment now where I actually get the tattoo process
They're
starts.
working on it.
They're starting to work on it, so we're actually going to go and see that happen. And when they go right from doing the stencil and everything else.
How much pain are you in?
I'm not in any pain at all.
Oh, not even during the
During the tattoo, it does hurt, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, good.
Let's go have a look at the segment. Well, Steve, here we are. We're back at the studio. It's that time.
Awesome.
You've
Looking
got the
forward to
stencil put together, and I actually now physically could start to get the tattoo.
it. Yes, looking forward to it. Now the rubber hits the road, as we say. So
It sure does. The things I do for Arts Talk.
Yeah.
You know, this is what you have to do to put the show on. Let's just quickly grab one of the stencils. Just hold it up to the camera here real quick and kind of show everybody what you've done.
all right, so that's our line drawing. That's what we're basing our stencil off of, right? I just put some key parts in there, you know, that tell me where I want to put shading in and whatnot. Most of it is not going to be hard line. We're going for a realism sort of feel with it. And then this is our actual stencil, right? So this side, this blue stuff is what gets applied to your skin, and it kind of is my roadmap for our tattoo.
Excellent. Well, I know we've got a lot of work ahead, so maybe we should just get right to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
All right. So, yeah, if you'd like to just show the design, I'm really excited to show everybody that. All right. So maybe just like a couple of seconds walkthrough of what it is, and I'm going to try to hold the mic in such a way that it doesn't block the drawing.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, what it's going to be is the cover-up is going to be about right here. So between all the details and the feathers and the fact that it'll mostly be dark blues and blacks, it'll cover up really well, I'm thinking. So the cover-up will be basically right here. The lightning will be negative space, which I think will be really nice. So we'll do the lightning in negative space with like a bold highlight of maybe yellow or orange or something fun like that, just to bring it out, just to add a little bit of perspective to it and stuff like that. Yeah, and then basically there'll just be a little bit of clouds around it. The clouds will have a little bit of shading. We're gonna do purple in the eyes, which will be fun, so it'll be cool. It'll be good.
I think it's amazing. Am I allowed to ask how long this drawing took?
Yeah, of course. The drawing, the first sketch, I do rough sketches of everything, so the first sketch took maybe like 2.5 hours, and then I went over it, lined it in, that took about an hour. I would say in total I probably spent about 4.5 hours on the total drawing.
That's amazing, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate this, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Well, Steve, the work has begun. So when you're getting into this process of actually doing the tattoo, how's it for you? Like at this point, you are now working on it. Do you kind of get in a mindset that, you know, it's time to really get into it?
Yeah, I guess when I get into a process of a tattoo, especially when it's a subject matter that I'm passionate about myself, I more or less just kind of slip into a state of white line fever. You know, I just slip into the meditation and the creativity aspect of it. To me, at this point, it's just kind of like sitting down at the kitchen table coloring.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's easy for him to say he's down at the kitchen table coloring because I'm the one going through the pain, but it's all my job as the host of Arts Talk to do it. So when we come back next time, we will be talking more about Moira's cover-ups when we're at the studio, which will be coming up in the near future. And also, we're not going to reveal this full tattoo right away. We're going to reveal on the show as a special reveal, and maybe we'll even have Steve come back to the studio and we'll do a big reveal right there to surprise our viewers, because I know everybody's going to want to see what it looks like when it's all done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you bet. We'll be back. Ouch. I just, that tattoo segment.
Yeah. You must be really good at keeping secrets, not willing to even give us a sneak peek
the
at
viewers
it.
will have to wait, as they will have to wait for Moira's cover-up. They're not going to see that as well. We're going to reveal all of that on one of our shows.
This is how I'm going to react to your big reveal. That's great.
Thanks.
Right? I've been rehearsing it.
Thanks,
I'm very
Jen.
excited, yeah.
Another good show. How do people get a hold of us?
Well, you can email us at artstalkedmonton@gmail.com. Let us know if you want us to promote an event of yours on the show or if you want to be a guest on the show. You can also find us on social media as at artstalktv.
We're in our second season, so it's a great time to get on and promote whatever you do. It's been another excellent show, some great segments. Alexis was awesome. We'll see you next time.